both sides are dealing with the elements tonight. The real field temperature is actually more around 33 degrees. You mentioned the wind. It's coming in at about 17 miles an hour, and those gusts getting as high as 25 plus miles an hour.
And on the mound for the Yankees will be Cam Schlittler. And in his first 2 starts of the year, Cam Schlittler has been pretty much near perfect.
11 2/3 innings. He has 15 strikeouts, only giving up 3 hits, and he's doing predominantly with a fastball.
All right, so Nick Kurtz is ready. Cam Schlittler is ready. Strike 3. Kurtz down looking. 1 away. Now you'll see strikeouts with the A's. They strike out 29.6% of the time. Highest mark in the majors. Here is Shea Langoliers.
Schlittler went right after him. Painted the outside corner. Strike 3 called.
All right, we've seen all 3 of that sinker. That's almost illegal. That sinker was 99 miles an hour. 99, that's not even fair.
And the man on the mound for the green and gold, the man responsible for getting the green and gold on the board for their first win.
30-year-old Aaron Savali out of East Windsor, Connecticut.
That'll bring up Judge. 250, 3 homers, 7 RBIs.
And that is tipped into the glove of Langoliers, 2 away.
And they're challenging that maybe Judge's bat hit the mitt of Langoliers.
I think they may have.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Well, that becomes E2.
So the Yankees keep their challenge. Get a runner on first base with 1 out. That brings up Bellinger.
And the pitch is low. The A's are challenging. And it's going to be a strike. Yep, clearly a strike. So Bellinger, instead of walking, strikes out.
So 2 on with 2 out, and it's going to bring up Giancarlo Stanton's having a really nice start.
Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Slider hits Giancarlo Stanton, and Savali able to strand 2 runners.
And Cam Schlittler, 6 up and 6 down, looking good with 3 strikeouts.
And after 1.5, still no score. Chisholm, Rosario, and Wells coming up. That's a foul tip. It's held by Langoliers. So Savali, that's his 3rd strikeout, and that'll bring up Ahmed Rosario.
That one is drilled deep to left field. That ball is gone. See ya. A long home run for Ahmed Rosario as Boone pushes the right button, and the Yankees lead 1-0.
Yeah, he had been 0 for 3 off him in his career, but I think Aaron wanted to get him some at-bats because there hasn't been a lot of left-handed starters. The Yankees have only faced 1, and he got to the sinker inside. It's given the left-handers trouble, but not Ahmed Rosario. A long home run.
Here's Jose Caballero, the Yankee shortstop.
In the 2-2, another swing and a miss. Make it 4 now. Fastball up top got Caballero.
And this one's going to be a 4-seam fastball. Caballero was hot committed. You saw a fastball spin, and he let it eat.
The A's are in business here. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. And here is Denzel Clark.
I wonder if we might see Denzel Clark try to give him an extra 90 feet here.
This one a really good bunt. Rosario fields, gets Clark, so the sacrifice is successful.
2nd and 3rd, 1 out for Kurtz. Nick struck out looking in the 1st inning, 0 for 1.
2-2, Kurtz into the gap, right center field. It's going to bounce to the wall. In comes Muncy, McNeil to follow, and Kurtz with 2 RBI on the double. Athletics up 2-1.
How about the big Amish churning up a little offense? Outer third, but those big long arms of Nick Kurtz extend. He's able to get around it against a man who has been very difficult to get to. And the Athletics have drawn blood here against Cam Schlittler.
First runs allowed by Cam Schlittler this season.
Here is Langoliers. Chase struck out looking in the 1st inning.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, he got him. Strikeout number 4 for Schlittler. So 2 outs, and that brings up Tyler Soderstrom.
Here's the 1-2, and that's going to get past Ben Rice at first base. Into right field, Kurtz coming in. Soderstrom's going to head to 2nd. It's 3-1.
Sony all over a breaking ball that kind of sits inner 3rd. Yankees out to talk about things now.
Unusual for Schlittler because he's pretty much been untouchable in his first 2 starts. And here we are in the 3rd inning. He's given up 3 runs. So Blake done with his conference, and that'll bring up Rooker.
Down to 3rd base, Ahmed Rosario gathers, throws over in time to get Rooker, who's hustling up the line. Productive inning for the Athletics. They get 3 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Schlittler has struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody. Swing and a miss, top of the zone fastball. Have some, huh? 5th strikeout.
Yeah, this is the great 4-seamer. It's so hard to predict which fastball you're going to get because it's halfway there before it probably ever even starts to move.
Jazz Chisholm will lead things off. Chisholm struck out swinging in that 2nd inning, 0 for 1.
A ground ball over on the right side, and McNeil will range to his left and get the ball there just in time. Not an easy play for Jeff McNeil, who was shaded a little bit more towards second.
It was a direct path to his line, creating a little depth for himself so he can go into that slide, knock it down.
Rosario homered in the second inning. Again, the former Met product.
And he will strike out number 2, and that makes 5 strikeouts for Savali. That's going to be strike 3. Savali gets the job done, but it's going to be an ABS challenge from the catcher at the plate.
I don't know that Austin Wells is going to like this one.
Just catches the top of the zone. So the Athletics able to get through the 4th, 3 up, 3 down.
And here's Denzel. The A's leading 3-0.
Swing and a miss, and he does get it. 6 strikeout for Slittler. Clark came in with a strikeout rate of 43%.
So the Yankees get the force at second, force sick. Kurtz safe at first, and that'll bring up Langoliers.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. No runs a hit. 1 man left. We're halfway through.
Jose Caballero, the lead off.
Driven into left center field. That's going to be trouble. Splits the outfielders, and it goes to the wall. Caballero is at second. He'll stop right there with a leadoff double.
Love that, Michael. He adjusted to that four-seamer out over the plate. This one kind of got more towards the middle, and he took advantage of this ball. Smokes it right into the gap. And
so here's Trent Grisham 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out the first, the fly to center. A career 0 for 6 against Savali.
In the air, shallow center. Middle infielders will go back, and Wilson will make the call.
So here's Judge. He reached on catcher's interference, and he popped out.
Checks the swing. He does not go, so a walk to Judge.
That brings the tag run to the plate. Yankees need to cash this in. Bellinger struck out looking and fly to right.
And he hits a ground ball to the right side, far to his left. McNeil has 1 play to first for the out. Caballero to third, Judge to second. Bellinger is out 4-3, and that'll bring up Ben Rice. Mile-high fly ball to left center that's playable. And coming on from left is Soderstrom drifting with it. The wind has it, and Soderstrom makes the catch. Rice is out, and Savali works out of it. A runner on, 2 out, 3-1 A's, 6th inning, lefty on lefty, with Butler at the plate.
1-1 to Lawrence, runner going, and the throw is going to go into the outfield. Soderstrom will head on to third, and now just at 90 feet from home. Makes things a little different here.
And that's outside, he walks. So Muncy is coming up, and the A's have runners at first and third.
Here's the pitch from Hedrick, and it misses 2-2. Lawrence got to second.
Butler steals second base, and in the first and third situation, they don't throw through.
Check swing, did he go? He did, since first base umpire Carlos Torres. So they get the break. Max Muncy strikes out. There's Austin Wells, hungering for a hit, walking a strikeout.
He smokes that one, gets something for it. It splits the outfielders and goes all the way to the wall. And Wells is at second with a stand-up double to start the 7th.
yeah, just a really good at-bat. Hits the balls hard, nothing to show for it this year. Stays on the sinker out over the plate, drives it in the gap. It's a big double, and the Yankees have runner in scoring position with nobody out. Got to find a way to get him in.
Here's Caballero.
Looks like Caballero swings at the first pitch. Muncy able to get it, and Kurtz will have to scoop on the other end to complete the out.
Grisham, he's 0 for 3. Bounced out, flied out, and popped up.
Swung on, hit up the middle. Wilson backhand behind second. Throws over in time to retire Grisham. Over to third goes Wells.
So runner on third, 2 outs, and here's Judge.
On the ground to Muncy. He'll have time. Across the diamond, and Kurtz makes the catch, falling down. Runner stranded.
Second walk. Runners at first and second. 2 out, 2 on. There's a Max Muncy infield hit. And the third, a ground out and a strikeout looking.
Swing and a miss on the splitter. And he works out of trouble.
103.4 off the bat for Bellinger, and that'll bring up Ben Rice. Ben Rice has walked twice and flied to left.
That one into right center field will find grass, dunks in for a base hit. Bellinger read it beautifully. He's easily at third, standing up, and the Yankees are set up first and third, and nobody out.
Now they're in business.
And Langoliers out to the mound. Stanton has struck out, fly to center, and struck out.
Swung on, hit hard, right into shortstop. It knuckled, it came to him and then turned and goes into center field. That's an RBI single. We got a 3-2 ball game. That ball was going to Jacob Wilson's right, and then it turned and went into the outfield. The ball was hit so hard, and it was affected by the wind. Wow.
So Wilson went to his right and then had to stop and go to his left and couldn't get it. That really was odd.
Jazz with a really good opportunity. Nobody out. Runners at first and second, down 3-2.
Chisholm puts it in play. Shallow center, Denzel running in. Denzel leaves his feet and makes the catch. We've seen it time and time again from Denzel Clark at the wall, but how about his range coming in?
Rosario, right-handed hitter.
Ahmed with the home run. It was the first pitch he saw from starter Aaron Savali. Right-hand hitter against a righty lighter. One out, runners at second, runner at first.
Shot there of McMahon as Rosario starting at third instead of McMahon. Drill deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is gone. See ya. A 3-run home run for Rosario. And the Yankees have come back to take the lead.
It looked like he got a back-up breaking ball, Michael, and this one was clearly over 400 feet. A 3-run shot to put the Yankees up 5-3. You talk about pushing the right buttons. Aaron Boone pushed the right button today. 4 of the RBIs have come from Ahmed Rosario. Gotta love that line, Michael.
A 2-home run night. And the Yankees have come back to take the lead 5-3. Quite a night for Ahmed Rosario.
David Bednar, the closer, is in for work here against the Athletics. 8-9-1 coming up. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Bednar comes roaring back after falling behind McNeil. Strikes him out. 1 down here in the 9th. Breaking ball swung on and skied to shallow right field. Coming on to Captain Aaron Judge. 2-hand catch. 2 down. And now you got Nick Kurtz. Boy, this will be a heck of a contest right here. Swung on, popped it up. Right field, easy play for Judge. Coming towards the line. The captain is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Victory for the New York Yankees. 5-3 final. Yankees take game 1 of this 3-game series on a fabulous night for Ahmed Rosario, and the Yankees win it by the count of 5-3. Nice come from behind win